Hey fellow YouTubers out there, this is Tat Comics, and just want to show some books that I had, or have had, and I haven't been able to show them yet. I haven't gotten my hauls back just yet. I'm still waiting on that one from that website I ordered from Groupon's, and I still got to get the ones down from the lady down from the street, those 400 plus comics. And I'm showing these Daredevil pop figs and the Harley Quinn and the Punishers because I got some books I just want to show because of the new episodes of Daredevil on Netflix. Man, it's Punisher and Daredevil. Don't have Elektra. I don't know if they've ever made Elektra pop fig. And then over there, zoom in real quick. That's my Jesus juice, man. I'll be drinking that tonight when I get thirsty. That's a Beatles mug. And I never got to show my tattoo of Ghost Rider that I have, so I'm going to try to attempt that right now. My hand's in the way. Hey, I'm going to turn the screen around. Hopefully I can get a good shot. Sorry if it's a little off tempo there, but yeah, there's of course, like I said, Wolverine and Hulk, and this chain starts about right there. It rolls all the way up my arm, comes around where you see Iron Man coming up there. Right over here, it's a Captain America shield. Goes in the Captain America, but the chain still wraps around. Here comes Ghost Rider. And yep, got a beard, just like my brother, AJ Surfer. And on this side, I got this tattoo way before the comic books took off. I really love Spawn too. I've just loved the character over the years. I do have a bunch of Spawn comics, and just wanted to show those off real quick. And I would like to give a lot of shout outs to a lot of the videos I watched today and the last couple days, because I'm addicted now. Sorry, here we go. But I'll have to do another vid because this one's going to probably take longer than I expected. But I have been watching a lot of people's. One of them has been Manny's and Longbox. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like I said, I have to go back and look at the names again. But this one right here, I got this one before, and I did get it signed. It's Moon Knight #1. I got this one off my friend. I got a couple books off my friend, but I got this one signed by Danny O'Neill, which was really cool. I mean, the guy is a legend, just like Stan Lee. But and I'm also wanted to thank all you YouTubers out there, and especially the ones I've been watching. Like I said, I'll give the shout outs to those guys in my next vid. But they've been doing their books like this, and so has my brother too. So I'm going to try this for the first time. Hopefully, I can get through my books quick. That's Moon Knight #1. Oops, grabbing two books there. This one here I got off him. It's I don't want to zoom in too much so I don't have to glare, but it's Tarzan #1. And I mean, I saw that, I was stoked. And before I go any further, a bunch of YouTubers told my brother about this book, and he texted me right away and said, "Hey dude, you gotta go get this book." So I went over to Barnes & Noble, and man, I was going there for about 2 to 3 weeks, and I finally went in there one day and they got this book. And I walked in there and the lady said, "Yeah, you can have them all." Picked up 7 of these books. I was told because it's a low run, and I mean, I got all 7 of them, and they're in really good condition. I don't have any complaints about them. I think maybe one, but not this one, has a little bit of a ding right there, but not too bad. I mean, for 7 copies, if this thing takes off, hey man, I scored. If it doesn't, hey, only paid cover price for that, which would be like $2.99. But yeah, I was told that had a low run. The other book I got from my friend was Werewolf #16. I was hoping he would have the one that has the first appearance of Moon Knight, but I didn't get that lucky. Another one was The Living Mummy #9. Get over here and grab this one. And here's another werewolf one I got off him, number 29. Let me move that one down. And I also got Tomb of Dracula, #2. This one has a little bit of conditions down here at the bottom. I mean, he didn't charge me that much for these books, and I got them for a good price. So I was pretty stoked. I also got a Werewolf #30 from him. And this one, I mean, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name on the back of that, but I can tell that this was Venom. and look a little bit closer, and it looks like that's Spidey's hand, like he devoured Spider-Man or something. I don't know, I could be wrong, but yeah, I saw that cover and I was like, dude, that is just sick. Venom, I mean, you can't go wrong with Venom, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan. And then I grabbed this Batman because, you know, he had a few left, and I figured, you know, hey, I don't have this book, and it wouldn't be bad just to grab it. And lo and behold, behind this Batman, I didn't realize this, but, you know, there's a Robin book, you know, or it's the story that they ran, I think, a couple books with, and it was about Robin and stuff, with the hologram sticker. I already have a copy of this, but, you know, I mean, hey, got it in there, that's cool, not going to complain. Also got this Inhumans, and it's number 7. This one's old, so it's got a lot of, you know, critique to it, but, I mean, not critique, but, you know, wear and tear, but hey man, I wasn't going to complain. Got this other Inhumans, number 8. You can see it's, I guess it's guest starring Black Widow, or she's in the cover, but I thought it was cool, you know, there's Thor. Now, this book I collected for years, West Coast Avengers. You know, I know it's not like a high-end book, but, you know, I always wanted to have number 1, never got a chance to get number 1, and my buddy had it, so I grabbed it, and then about a week later, I go over to my comic book store I frequent up here, and I got number 1 for the same price. I also got this Avengers book off of him, and it's 313. I liked it because it had a well, it has a bunch of people on there, but, you know, it has, like, of course, Captain America, Vision, and I want to say that's Black Widow in the background swinging. And then my wife told me about this pawn shop or antique store nearby, and they had a bunch of pictures, you know, of comic books and stuff, and they were all for $1. So I was like, well, I'm not going to pass it up. So I went there because I saw some Uncanny and X-Men, which I grabbed a bunch, but I saw this Madman number 1, and to find out that this artist, he lives right where I live by, so I was pretty stoked. Haven't got a chance to meet him, but one of my buddies knows him, and he's actually gone to his house a lot, so I figured, hey man, maybe I can get these signed. This is Madman number 2. Sorry, way in there. And Madman number 3, all for $1. Can pass them up. And these are really good condition. I also got the Goon. I've been seeing a lot of people post the Goon. This is number 40. I mean, it was in great condition, so I couldn't pass it up. I figure I'll try to maybe collect some of these down the road, see if I like them. Dazzler. Funny thing about this was that it was there, and so I grabbed it because it was number 3, because I was buying these packets where you get like 10 of them. Whoops. You get 10 books for like $6, and like I said, just Dazzler number 3, because I got this Dazzler number 2, and my wife just thought it was funny. So she's like, well, if you ever get that, you got to get number 1. Sure enough, man, my brother picked it up. So now, I've been seeing people show that book too a lot. Yeah, I never knew about her. I should have, but I didn't. And I also got this Guardians of the Galaxy off my friend. Couldn't pass that up either. I mean, it's just a sweet cover. And got this one off him too. It's Marvel Team Ups, Hulk, and Power Man and Iron Fist. And it's number 3. And the ones I got off my buddy, you know, I mean, they weren't bad books. He was just wanting to, you know, shorten how many books he had so he can go buy some more. So he was asking anybody at my job, you know, who collects books, if they're interested, and I was like, yeah. This is a Fantastic Four Supersized Annual, and looks like it's number 21. It has Inhumans on it, so I was pretty stoked to find that one. And then this is why I have my pop figurines. I went to a Comic-Con where I found out that Ron Lim was going to be there. So, I mean, I was like, you know, it's the only Daredevil book I could find, and I believe he told me this was the only one that he did. I could be wrong, and I heard him say that, but if this was the only one he did, hey, got it signed. And I also got this one signed by Art Adams, another great guy. I mean, these signatures were all free, and I mean, I got to talk to him for a little bit, and I mean, these guys were just great, and they were great with my boys too. They were talking to my boys about comic books, and when my son started saying off some names of comic characters, he was blown away. Another one signed by Art Adams. Oh, I'm sorry, the other one was Daredevil 238. This one is Daredevil 239, also signed by Art Adams. Pops in the red, it's pretty sweet. I wanted him to sign down there by the writing there, because I figured, you know, red blood, but I don't think he heard me. And this is one of my older Daredevils. This one's banged up, but I remember I bought this one and the one behind it when I got my first appearance of Juggernaut. This is Daredevil number 20, and this is Daredevil number 21. So it's pretty cool. I got to get them. Can't remember how much I paid for them, but I mean, that's when I was really into Daredevil. When I found these old books, I was stoked. And to the Punisher, this is when I met Mike Zeck, and I mean, you know, he charged for his signature, but it wasn't that bad. And I got a bunch of Joes signed by him and stuff. This is Punisher 285, and he signed his name right across the barrel. I mean, that was awesome. I like the silver in that. And then, of course, this is the 1 of 4 limited series of Punisher. I had him sign this one for me in silver. And this one, you know, I've had this one for years, and it's not that bad. You know, the conditions of it's good. There's no tears. There's no fading in the color. There's just a little ding about right where that number 1 is. But I have another copy at my comic book store I'm going to pick up. This is number 4, also signed by Mike Zeck. And I found a complete set at my comic book store that I go to, and I've actually got my number 2 and 3. They're just on hold. I figured I'm not going to pick them up just yet, because I want to wait till I know he's going to be at a Comic-Con near me, and I'm definitely going to, you know, pick them up and have them signed so I can have the whole set done, and might even submit all 5 of them, because, you know, it says limited 4 on the other ones, and they actually came out the 5th issue. It's number 5. You can kind of see it's yellow. Yeah, I've had these books for years. Here's another one I've had him sign, but this isn't Mike Zeck though. This is Punisher number 6, and I do have the number 1 of this. I just didn't bring it. These are just other issues I wanted to pull out and show tonight. Don't know if any of you have them out there, but I like the cover. I mean, the cover is just sick. You know, this knife right here in his face kind of pops off the cover, and I haven't finished this raid on this book, but I mean, so far what I read, I like the story. And here's another Punisher one. I like the fact that this right here is in the background, kind of like that Batman Joker book I showed. I have a few copies of these, so I'll just pull them both down. But that's number 1, Warzone. And my cousin just moved down from Wyoming. One of his buddies loves the Punisher, so I went to the antique store to meet that one lady. She had a bunch of Punisher books, and he's gonna pick up 20 books for $10, and they're not that bad. And then this one, of course, is the Punisher Captain America. I love this cover, and this one also kind of pops off the cover. And yeah, I got 2 of them there, so I'm just gonna drop them down. But I just want to thank you guys again for you know, tuning into all my videos and all the great compliments you guys have left me, and you know, questions you guys have asked me. And hopefully next video won't be as long as this one, and I'll definitely be giving shout outs to those YouTubers that I've been watching, and just to thank you guys, you know, for everything, and especially my brother. I mean, you know, thanks to him now I'm addicted. But you guys have a great night, and thanks for tuning in. I'll just zoom in and out on the Beatles. That's George Harrison. I'll just show it real quick. Jeez. George Harrison. There's Paul McCartney. There's Ringo. And then, of course, John Lennon, dude. Can't beat that. Alright, you guys have a good night.